God's love is not limited by your worthiness. And I know sometimes social media and religious communities can make you feel like you have to be perfect to be accepted by God. Sometimes prayer and worship doesn't produce the feeling you expect, and you conclude that God has abandoned you, and the devil tried to convince you to make you feel like you need to completely fix yourself before going back to God, that you need to completely fix yourself before you can be accepted by God. But I'm here to tell you no. David and Samson were both womanizers. They both loved women. But you know the difference between the two of them? David always cried to God whenever he fell into his weakness, whenever he fell into his addiction, whenever he did something wrong, he always went back to pray to God and ask for forgiveness. But you see, Samson never prayed for God for his weakness. He only prayed for God after his weakness has caused his downfall. At the end, when he was about to die, that was the only time when Samson prayed to God and asked God to be with him one last time before his death. Don't run away from God because you failed. Don't run away from God because you are weak. Don't run away from God because of your addictions. Run to God because of them. God is looking for those that will worship Him in their weakness, not just only when they are strong. Worship God in your weakness. Worship God in your addictions. It might be drug, it might be womanizing, it might be prostitution. Still worship God. The reality of life is this: some of the habits that we've picked up as humans sometimes has become part of us, that sometimes only human efforts cannot break you free from those addictions. Sometimes only the power of God can break you free from the addiction that you are suffering, not your power. I'm sure by now a lot of you that have addictions and that have weaknesses have realized that even as much as you try to not do them, as much as you try to control yourself, to be disciplined, you still find yourself going back to doing those things. You need to understand that some of these things are not going to go away until you start going back to God and asking God to give you strength in your weakness. Because some of these things are only going to be broken by you going back to God and praying to God. Don't wait until your weakness has now become your downfall before you start going back to God and praying to God. You are not God. You are human. And yes, you are imperfect and you still have a lot to learn. And having doubts and having questions and having seasons and periods where faith feels so heavy does not make you a bad person or a bad believer. It's okay to run to God in your weakness and say, God, I don't fully understand you. I don't fully understand myself. But I know that you are God. And I know that nothing is beyond your power and there is nothing that you cannot fix. Cry to God in your weakness. Don't make the devil make you believe that you have to be perfect before praying to God. That you have to be perfect before going to God. Because one of the worst things that you can do to yourself is to accept yourself in the condition that you are, knowing very well that you are not the best version of yourself. Once you accept yourself as a sinner, then you realize that you start doing even worse than you've been doing. God is with you. God is not judging you, but He is asking you to be better, to be a better version of yourself. Keep praying to God in your weakness. Keep praying to God in your addictions. Keep praying to God. Don't stop praying to God. And one day you would wake up and realize that all the addictions and the weaknesses that once had power over you don't have power over you anymore. You don't just feel the need to do them anymore. And that is God delivering you. That is God giving you the strength to overcome those addictions and the weakness. God is looking for those that will worship Him in their weakness, not just only when they are perfect. God is working and God cannot fail. Blessings.